Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. My name is Leah and I am the creator behind Thrifty Day. Today's episode is going to be all about pen pal mail and how to use it in your junk journal. Right now, sending pen pal mail is so popular and it's so fun, especially for junk journalers. But now that you have all that pen pal mail, how do you use it in your junk journal? Before we get into that, let me actually open some of my pen pal mail and show you. This first little bit of happy mail is from Jen. Thank you so much, Jen. Look at all of these sweet little items. And I'm loving this card with the little heart sunglasses. I love using doilies in my journal. All of these items are so usable. This Paddington page, I think I'm going to hoard that. That is so cute. Minnie Mouse, you know I'm a Disney girl. This is all such thoughtful and creative and very sweet little bits of ephemera. All of this is perfect to put in your stash and use in your junk journal. Of course, stickers. I actually did an entire layout using only stickers just last night. You'll have to check out my Instagram. I think I posted it there. Thank you so much, Jen. I loved all of that. This next envelope is from Sharon. I love that it is shaped square. How cute is that? There's nothing more exciting than when little bits and pieces fall out of the envelope as you're opening it. You know it's going to be a good little package. Look at these stickers. So cute. And a hot pink cute little sticky note on a cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers. I love them. In fact, I think we're having In-N-Out for lunch today. So that might actually go in my layout tonight. Also, let me know in the comments, did you used to send pen pal mail when you were younger? Like if you're an 80s kid and that's when pen pal mail was such a thing, let me know if you had pen pals. I did. My pen pal was actually all the way in the Philippines and her name was Joy, which was obviously really cool because my middle name was Joy, her first name was Joy. We used to send mail back and forth, and oh my goodness, I wish I still had it. Unfortunately, I don't, but I remember when her mail would come, it would say air mail on it, and I knew right away that it was for me. So let me know in the comments below if you had a pen pal in the 80s because I may want to send you a little bit of mail. Maybe a few of you? Who knows? I'll talk about it in Journal Talk Tuesday. Sharon, all of these pages and papers are so beautiful, and I'm so excited about the sequin. Hang tight, because after I open this mail, I'm going to show you what I do with these tiny little bits of sequin and special little pieces. I'm going to show you after I open the mail. Trust me, trust me. It's a fun thing. It's not a journal-related thing, but I think you'll find it interesting. So thank you so much, Sharon. I loved it all. This next pen pal mail is from Margie, and oh my goodness, it is an 90s dream. You will see as soon as I open up all the little goodies in here, starting off strong with the cutest little card ever, and these really sweet playing cards with a dog. Every time I see a dog, my heart is touched. I want you to know, anytime you send me anything with a dog or even a clown, I know that you've truly listened to me when I'm speaking, and to feel heard is so validating and so heartwarming, so thank you. Because obviously if I'm not talking about dogs, I'm usually talking about clowns, because they're like my whole vibe. Anyway, I love it all. Margie actually included the cutest actual vintage Valentines. That's what that little strip says. This one is Snow White. Oh my goodness, absolutely precious. I don't want to cut it up. I might have to just stick it in an envelope and put it in my journaling process. These hearts, I am using these like today. How pretty are they, especially together? And another little vintage Hello Kitty Valentine. This is so sweet. And she was so thoughtful to leave that little strip to let me know. And a tiny little glassine bag. Oh my gosh, I love tiny things. You all know that. I love tiny things, and it's filled with lots of little goodies. This is a wonderful idea for pen pal mail, by the way. Tiny little bags filled with tiny little things. I don't know, we all love tiny things. Am I right? Give me a thumbs up if I'm right. So while we continue to look at this adorable mail, let me know what your favorite things are to send in pen pal mail or happy mail. I love sending things like stickers and trim and lace, things like that. I would love to hear what you like to send. And this last envelope is actually from Patty, and we are finishing strong because this envelope is packed with so much vintage goodness. Patty, this is such a lovely little bit of happy mail. I don't even know how to say thank you, but look at the googly eyes, first of all, so cute. This is actually like the sweetest little contact card and some stickers. I love these Valentine stickers. Where did you all get those? Those are so cute. Why don't I have, I mean, I have a bunch of them now because of Happy Mail, but I never saw them. They're so cute. I'm so excited that y'all are sending them to me. And these are vintage Valentine cards, and they're like puffy. You can feel them on the cover. They are so beautiful. So now I'm torn. Do I keep these beautiful cards intact? Do I turn them into journals? I don't know what to do because they are so, so pretty. Patty, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for such a kind and thoughtful bit of mail. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing some examples of what pen pal mail is or can be. I hope you were inspired. Now let's get into the 3 ways you can use all of this beautiful mail in your junk journal process or in your creative journal. But first, let me show you what I do with all those little bits and pieces that I may or may not use in my journal. This is my trinket jar. It is a decoration here in my studio. And yes, it is just that, tiny little trinkets I receive in Happy Mail. So I just put it all in this jar and it turns into decor. Is it cute? Is it weird? I don't know, but I absolutely love it. So let me give you another peep. This is what I do with all those little odds and ends. So sweet, right? I don't know. I love it. Let me know what you think. So the first way you can use up your pen pal mail is in a daily journal. This is my current daily journal. We are using it as a self-love journal. We have self-love guided prompts over on my Patreon at the moment. And the reason I love a daily journal is because for me, there is no particular theme. There's a prompt that I will usually write about or reflect on, but none of my pages are thematic. This isn't necessarily memory keeping. So for example, this is a stamp page. It was inspired by Jess over on Love Rain Journals. I just cut out my stamps. I try to make it neat and pretty so it looks nice, and then I just glue them right on the page. It's not necessarily thematic to anything except to keep my stamps. And as we sort of flip through the journal, you'll see that the pages don't necessarily have a theme. I really am just using the mail that I receive or the items in my stash. And I definitely am never buying anything specifically to use in this journal. So for me, there's nothing really cohesive about my daily journaling in terms of memory keeping. As you can see, as I flip through, there is a general sort of Valentine vibe, but that's just because the month we're in, a lot of the mail I'm receiving, like what you saw me open, has a Valentine theme because that happens to be the swap or the pen pal mail that I'm getting in the mail. So since that's what I have, that's what I'm using. And it happens to work because our prompts are self-love, and so Valentine's Day, luckily, this kind of works, but it's not something I actively try to make look cohesive. So a daily journal is a great way not only to get your thoughts out and put them on paper, but also to use up a lot of that pen pal mail. So number 1, start a daily journal. And while I did purchase this journal, I did decorate it myself. Number 2 is a fun one. Have a journal that is specifically your pen pal journal. This is actually a disc-bound journal. I made it myself using a vintage magazine sent to me by my friend Faylene. Thank you, Faylene. I just laminated the covers and then I used my Happy Planner punch to create a spine where I added the discs. I love this particular journal. There's no rhyme or reason. I just stick all of my pen pal mail in sort of willy-nilly. I use this journal a lot on Patreon Lives because when mail comes in, we'll open it together and then I'll actually stick it in the journal too. And you may be thinking, oh my gosh, how many journals does this woman have? I do work in about 3 to 5 at a time, not every day. This one usually only comes out about once a month. So it's not like I'm actively trying to keep everything up to date all the time. It's really just about fun. And what I love about this journal is I can add really sort of thick and heavy items into it without fear of it bulking up too much. So cards are wonderful for this style of journal. Full-on letters, anything very thick. See, as you can see, even that paper clip up at the top, that came in some Happy Mail, and it fits into this journal perfect. And again, there's no rhyme or reason. You'll find birthday, you'll find Halloween, you'll find every day, you'll find Valentine's Day. I think this is back-to-school paper I used. There's no need to be cohesive, and you can make those discs a lot bigger to accommodate a lot more. So I love my pen pal album, and I highly recommend making one. And last but not least is something I actually haven't done, but I think is a great idea. This is my travel journal. I take it with me. You saw me put it together in a different YouTube, which I will link below. But I recently received this adorable Mickey and Minnie journal in some Happy Mail, and I wanted to show you how I plan on using it. Since this is a journal I tend to take with me, I thought it would be fun to create sort of an old school address book. My plan is to get some alphabet stickers and put an A at the top, skip a few pages, B, skip a few pages, C, etc. And then as mail comes in, I will cut the addresses off the top and glue them into where the letter of their last name is. That way I have a general record of addresses of my friends who are sending me mail, because it's so kind and incredibly thoughtful, but also honestly very easy to lose track of if you aren't keeping a record. So I can't necessarily show it here because I don't want to show addresses, but I would just cut it out like this, glue it onto the page, and I would try to keep as up to date with this as possible so that this could be something that stays with me like an address book. I feel like we need to bring address books back. All this mail is coming and I don't have anyone's return addresses because I keep the stamps and toss the envelopes. Well, that doesn't make sense anymore. So I hope those 3 ways were very helpful to you. I hope that they were inspiring to you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. If you are new, be sure to say hi, and if you are returning, thank you so much. I hope you know that your presence means a lot to me. I go live here every Tuesday for Journal Talk Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is open to everyone, and we'd love to have you. Thanks for watching.